Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, March 4th. I'm Aubrey Galante.
And I'm Madeline Wentz.
As Russia stepped up its assault on key Ukrainian cities for a seventh day on Wednesday, the deadly fallout for Ukrainian civilians and economic repercussions on Russian citizens continued to grow. In the week since the invasion began, more than 1 million people have left Ukraine for neighboring countries, the UN Refugee Agency said. On Wednesday night, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees tweeted, quote, "For many millions more inside Ukraine, it's time for guns to fall silent so that life-saving humanitarian assistance can be provided." Filippo Grandi.
Joe Biden gave the annual State of the Union address on Tuesday, March 1st, and advocated for a centered political culture that appeals to both parties. Biden outlined his agenda for the coming year, touching on economic policy, healthcare, immigration, and climate change, among other prominent issues. Early in the speech, a special guest of First Lady Jill Biden, Ukrainian Ambassador Oksana Markarova, received a standing ovation. Biden expressed his support, saying, quote, "We, the United States of America, stand with the Ukrainian people."
Plano-based Congressman Van Taylor has announced that he will no longer seek re-election. The announcement comes hours after Taylor and former Collin County Judge Keith Self advanced to a runoff for the Republican nomination for U.S. Representative District 3. On Monday, the day before the primary, conservative outlet Breitbart News published a story alleging that Taylor had an affair during his time in Congress with a woman named Tanya Hoya. The Texas Tribune said it has not been able to independently verify the story.
The music industry is in constant flux. Diane Shaw explores drill rap, a new art form that's causing controversy.
It's 1970 in the Bronx, New York, and a new kind of music is blaring over the speakers. Rap music was born. Over the last 50-plus years, rap has gone through several rebrands. Run DMC dominated the new school rap of the 80s, Obama referenced Jay-Z on the campaign trail in 2008, and finally, in 2022, the rise of drill rap is taking place. Drill rap is a darker side of rap, originating from the south side of Chicago, describing the perils of growing up in high-crime communities. But as drill rap goes mainstream, naysayers are arguing that the violent lyrics are spiking crime among youth. Recently, censorship of drill rappers is causing controversy. Digga D, a prominent UK drill artist, was recently released from a stint in prison. Police are so nervous about his lyrics that they've imposed harsh sanctions on his release. The New York Times reports Digga D can't explain how he lost the use of an eye while serving a prison sentence last year. Not because he doesn't want to, but because talking about what happened might get him sent back to jail. Police require him to submit lyrics before releasing a song, and his parole mandates that he cannot talk about gang violence. Some individuals worry that suppressing drill rappers is what's causing the problem. The argument is that rappers create music about what's wrong in their communities. It's argued that drill rap is a symptom of systematic oppression, not the root cause of violence. In the words of Mos Def on his song Mathematics, hip-hop passed all your tall social hurdles, like the nationwide projects, prison industry complex, broken glass wall, better keep your alarm set, streets too loud to ever hear freedom sing. This debate is especially pertinent considering the discussion is colored by views on race. Hip-hop finds its roots in Black America, rapping about institutional racism and the pain caused by systematic oppression. Professor Watkins says, what began in basements, on street corners, in public parks, and throughout the still of the night would furnish young people fertile spaces for crafting new identities, explosive art forms, and later whole industries. While rap may sometimes be controversial, its cultural impacts are undeniable. In the words of Jay-Z, hip-hop is not just in the Bronx anymore, it's worldwide. Everywhere you go, people are listening to hip-hop and partying together. Hip-hop has done that. I'm Diane Shaw, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Prosperous spring sports are in full swing. Grace Esquivel has everything you need to know on the Eagle sports season in this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Aubrey. Over the weekend, the boys soccer team went head-to-head with McKinney and closed the night out with a 4-0 win. The Lady Eagles also matched up against the Lions and had a dominant 8-0 win. Both teams will compete against Denton Braswell tonight at 7:30. The boys will play at Braswell while the girls play at Reynolds Middle School. Both soccer teams approach the end of the season with top 10 rankings in the Region 1 6A. The boys are 6th and the girls are 1st. Moving from the field to the fairways, the girls golf team took part in the District 5 6A preview and finished the meet in 4th overall, with junior Sydney Kincaid placing in the top 10. In track and field news, the track team opened up the season in the Dan Christie Relays here at the PHS Turf and Track. The event will continue throughout the day. Moving to the mound, the softball team had a big 14-5 win over Marcus this weekend, but the Lady Eagles then weren't able to secure the win over Flower Mound, the team that knocked the Eagles out of the playoffs last year, falling short 4-3. The Lady Eagles then played 2 more games over the weekend as part of the Allen tournament, but were able to bring home a win, falling short to Wiley 2-1 and tying with Hallsville 3-3. The Lady Eagles played again on Tuesday against Timber Creek and came home with a 7-1 win. The Lady Eagles will match up with Timber Creek Falcons again later today at 3 and Eaton High at 7. Both games will be held at Eaton High. In baseball news, the Eagles played their first game of the season last week and had a 5-2 win over Lovejoy. The Eagles played again on Monday and kept the wins going with a 6-3 W over Ennis High School. The Eagles played in the first day of the tournament held in New Braunfels at 1-1 after a dominant 11-0 win over the New Braunfels High School Unicorns and a 11-1 loss to Stratford. The Eagles will play today and throughout the weekend. After this short break, I'll be back with Cade Richardson and Caden De La Garza to discuss the MLB lockout.
Does your team of 10 have what it takes to pull a 75,000-pound fire truck? Now is your chance to prove it. Pull a fire truck with your friends and family to benefit Prosper ISD Special Olympics. Saturday, April 9th, 2022 at the Children's Health Stadium at Prosper ISD, 9 a.m. check-in opens, and 10 a.m. competition begins. $10 per individual or $100 per team of 10.
On Tuesday, the MLB and Players Union were unable to agree on a new labor contract after 9 days of negotiations. Commissioner Rob Manfred then held a press conference in which he announced that the first 2 series of the regular season were canceled. What does this mean for both the players and the fans?
Well, it's hit both sides very hard. A lot of fans look forward to opening day and like to watch their team play baseball throughout the entire new season. But this lockout's really taken the opportunities away from these fans. And for the players, they're not going to get paid for the games they miss, which, is really hard, especially for the ones who don't have huge Mike Trout-like contracts. So, it's going to hit both sides very hard.
Yeah, I agree. Even people who aren't baseball fans know when opening day is and know what it is. So this is really hitting everyone hard. Caden?
For the players, it's understandable because all they really care about is money at this point in sports. For the fans, I just really feel bad for them because they just want to go to the games. They just want to get that ballpark food, and they just really want to enjoy the game with their family. It's just April 15th. This year, it's supposed to be Jackie Robinson's 75th anniversary playing in the MLB, debuting 75 years ago, and there won't be a game. It's just very outlandish how there won't be a game on this historic event.
Yeah, it's really disappointing that we aren't able to honor this player and everything he did because of a disagreement that doesn't even involve the fans. These are the first games missed due to a work stoppage since the 1994 and 95 player strike. That season, more than 900 games were missed, including the 1994 World Series. Do you think that we are headed into a similar situation?
I do think we're headed into a similar situation, but there's also no really way to find out. They've met recently in the past few weeks just multiple times. They just have not come to a certain agreement. It's going to be a very long process, and I just really don't know how it's going to play out.
Yeah, I agree. As of right now, we have not seen any agreement in sight. Okay?
Oh, we could definitely see the same type of situation occur, but who really knows? Neither side looks like they're going to budge anytime soon. The owners really came out and reportedly said they're willing to miss a month of baseball. I don't know if the players are, but the owners are. And I really hope an agreement comes soon, but, who really knows? This situation was handled very poorly by Manfred and the owners, so, it looks like we're going to be in a lockout for much, much longer than we really like.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that is certain right now is the uncertainty on everyone's half. Although it's unfortunate, stereotypes still play a major role in today's society. Alyssa Ventura highlights how a class at Prosper helps one student deny these generalizations.
Right here.
Auto Tech is a career and technical education course at PHS that trains students to work on vehicles' brakes, engines, transmission, and how to perform an oil change. Students learn different theories and then apply what they know by getting hands-on experience working on actual cars.
I've tried all these different other electives like culinary, softball, Spanish, and I grew up around cars, so when I saw auto tech as an option, I thought this would be a perfect one for me.
According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, currently in the United States, there are approximately 182,251 people employed as auto mechanics. 91.7% of these employees are men, while only 4.9% are women.
The hardest thing was, probably have to compete with all the other guys because, I'm a girl in auto tech, and that's not really a very popular place for girls to go. So having to compete to get work time and prove myself that I'm actually able to do things in auto tech is probably the hardest part.
While Quanson is the only girl in her auto tech class, she has not been limited in any of her pursuits and has received multiple job offers and opportunities.
I currently have I interviewed at Ford. I have an interview coming up with Toyota. I got a job at Ford during the summertime, being the person who drives the cars around and parks them, and I'm hoping to become a technician someday.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Alyssa Ventura.
Music festival season is almost upon us, and the Kardashians are at it again. Mithra Kama has a pop culture update in this week's edition of Talent Talk.
Thanks, Madeline. One thing I'm looking out for next week are tickets to the annual Rolling Loud Miami 2022, coming on sale March 7th at 12 p.m. The lineup for this year's show looks promising, featuring some of my personal favorite artists like Kendrick Lamar, Kanye West, Playboi Carti, and Lil Uzi Vert. Pre-sale tickets are currently sold out, but more tickets are coming soon. From on the stage to behind the spotlight, Kanye West has seemingly confirmed a new relationship with Shani Jones. West posted on his Instagram a screenshot of a post from Shade Room, which read, "It appears Ye and his new boo, Shani Jones, are going strong," and captioned the photo with a black heart emoji. If you are keeping up with the Kardashians, you may be interested to know the trailer for the new Hulu original, The Kardashians, is here, promoting a new chapter in the stars' lives. The show is set to premiere April 14th. Two Prosper ISD teachers joined together to create Home Sweet Home, a weekly podcast to help families have healthier and happier connections. Abigail Easley has more on this show, produced by Rodney McCall and Bryce Runge.
Reynolds Hope Squad advisor Bryce Runge and PHS government teacher Rod McCall teamed up together to create Home Sweet Home, a podcast in which they assist in helping parents and their children better understand each other and ways to communicate with one another. The first episode of this podcast aired May 20th, 2021, and has been releasing new episodes every week since. The pair met 10 years ago when they both began teaching at Prosper.
Runge and I have been friends. We both came to Prosper ISD together 10 years ago. Just seemed a natural fit.
Together, they discuss a diverse selection of topics throughout each episode.
The main goal is to, use our experiences and use this platform, the podcast platform, because of its massive reach, to help families, create that environment where understanding one another takes place.
With new episodes releasing every Monday, students can tune in to the podcast from any podcast website or app. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Abigail Easley.
After this short break, Jackson Bauckham explores one of the many elective classes available at PHS.
If you're interested in foreign policies and economics and have a desire to improve your public speaking skills, then Model UN is the club for you. We meet in room 1233 every Monday after school from 4:15 to 5 p.m. See you there.
There are a wide variety of course options that students are able to take at PHS. Jackson Bauckham goes into depth on the 3D art and animation class and how it benefits students.
3D Arts and Animation is an elective class in which students learn and improve their skills with animation software, producing and animating projects from the ground up. Students then have the option to take Animation 1 and Animation 2 to refine the skills learned in this course.
It's a foundation for all our animation classes, because once you go to Animation 1 and 2, you're not just given something told to animate it. You have to create it before you can animate it.
Students are able to collaborate with one another when working on projects to develop communication and more extensive project planning.
As you get more and more complicated assignments and animations, it takes more than one person to try to get it done, but also you get to evaluate each other's stuff and show them areas that they can improve in.
This course not only teaches students about many forms of animation, it also prepares them for possible careers in the future. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Jackson Bauckham.
With many fitness centers in Prosper, one focuses its hard work toward a healthy lifestyle. Cross Nickerson shares more about the community and fitness CrossFit provides.
The betterment of the body is something that CrossFit prioritizes for its participants. Located on Frontier Parkway, the gym promotes a healthy lifestyle that goes beyond only physical fitness.
It brings so much value to people's lives. Once they participate in CrossFit, they start realizing that the improved strength and agility and mobility and cardio, all of those things benefit them in real life outside of the gym.
CrossFit prides itself in the magic of its workouts. The gym offers a new set of workouts each day that can be adapted for individuals of all ages and fitness levels. But workouts are not the sole focus. CrossFit also places great importance on its community. Participants motivate each other to reach their goals as they're completing workouts together.
We start developing friendships that are bigger than just the 1 hour workout a day. So outside of the gym, oftentimes we'll see people getting together for private personal events and things like that.
If you want to get involved with the coach-led classes, you get to participate in the warm-up along with the strength and cardio sections. I'm Cross Nickerson, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Madeline Wentz.
And I'm Aubrey Galante. Thanks for tuning in. Next week is spring break, so you will be back at school on Tuesday, March 15th. That wasn't a bad show at all. What? We don't.